I was elbow deep in a crate of canned peaches at Harper's Grocery when a banshee wail sliced through the muzak. "You incompetent child," a woman screeched, loud enough to curdle the milk in aisle 5. Then crash. A teenage cashier, Sarah, went flying into a pyramid of baked beans, cans clattering like a drunk drummer's solo. Welcome to Saturday Afternoon in suburban Columbus, Ohio, March 12, 2025. Just another day in paradise. I'm Jack Harper, 55, store manager and ex-firefighter, built like a linebacker who's traded dumbbells for donuts. Picture me in a navy polo with the store logo, khakis creased sharp enough to cut glass, walkie-talkie clipped to my belt like a cowboy's six-shooter. Harper's Grocery is my corral, 10 checkout lanes, fluorescent lights humming, and the faint whiff of fresh produce mingling with floor wax. It's 2 p.m., the store's buzzing like a hive, and the security cameras are rolling, catching every glorious second of this circus. The shrieker? Karen Mitchell, 45, HOA dictator and walking Reddit horror story. She's all designer blouse, leather purse clutched like a battle axe, and oversized sunglasses perched on her head like a crown of entitlement. Think of every, "Can I speak to the manager?" meme, then crank the volume to 11. She's the kind of woman who'd fine you for planting petunias 2 shades too pink. Poor Sarah, 16, is her target. She's my cashier, rocking a green apron and a name tag so shiny it could blind you. First job, first month, all earnest smiles and nervous scans. Kid's got heart, but she's greener than the lettuce we're pushing at $2.99 a head. Right now, she's sprawled amid a wreckage of cans, looking like she just got body slammed by a coupon-wielding wrestler. Here's how it went down. Karen, queen of the cul-de-sac, sachets to Sarah's register with a cart of kale, kombucha, and enough gluten-free nonsense to choke a yoga instructor. She slaps down a coupon for $5 off, expired last month. Sarah, bless her, scans it, frowns, and says, "Ma'am, this coupon's no good. It expired June 1st. Big mistake." Karen's face twists like she's bitten a lemon dipped in betrayal. "Excuse me," she hisses, voice dripping venom. "You're telling me my coupon's bad? Do you know who I am?" Sarah, all wide eyes and trembling hands, tries again. "It's just store policy, ma'am. I can't." That's when Karen goes full Hulk. "You little thief," she roars, and shoves Sarah hard. Kid stumbles backward, arms flailing, and slams into the canned goods display by the entrance. Baked beans and corn explode across the floor, a metallic avalanche. Sarah hits the tiles, apron askew, looking like she's wondering why she didn't stick to babysitting. I'm halfway across the store, but my firefighter instincts kick in. I'm hauling ass past the cereal aisle, walkie-talkie crackling like a thunderstorm. "Lisa, front end, now." I bark, dodging a kid with a lollipop. Shoppers freeze, jaws dropped, as Karen looms over Sarah, purse still glued to her shoulder, pointing a manicured claw. "You're lucky I don't sue this dump," she spits. I skid to a stop, planting myself between Karen and Sarah. "Back off, lady," I growl, voice low but sharp enough to cut through her tantrum. Sarah's pulling herself up, cheeks red, eyes wet. The crowd circling now, phones out, filming like it's the Super Bowl. Karen's sunglasses haven't budged, but her sneer could melt steel. My phone's in my pocket, 911 a tap away. The store smells of spilled peaches and Karen's overpowering perfume, like a floral war crime. My polo's already sticking to my back. This ain't my first rodeo, but it's the first time I've seen a grown woman yeet a teenager over a damn coupon. Everybody see that? I call to the crowd, loud enough for the cheap seats. Ever had a customer lose their mind like this? Drop your wildest store stories in the comments. What's your take on this mess? Yeah, I know this'll hit X later. Bill, a regular in a Reds cap, is already filming, muttering, "This is gold." Karen's not done. She's gearing up for round 2, and I'm ready to shut it down. But that's a story for another 1,000 words. Karen's shove was bad, but her mouth was about to make it worse. At 2:05 p.m., Harper's Grocery is a pressure cooker, shoppers gawking, canned beans still rolling across the tiles, and my walkie-talkie spitting static. I'm a store manager, standing firm between Sarah, my shaken 16-year-old cashier, and Karen Mitchell, the HOA terror in her pristine blouse, leather purse swinging like a pendulum. Her sunglasses perched like a vulture waiting to pounce. Sarah's back on her feet, apron crooked, stammering, "It's just policy, ma'am. The coupon's expired." Kid's trying to hold her ground, but her voice wobbles. Karen's not having it. "You're stealing from me," she snarls, jabbing a finger at Sarah. "This store's a scam, and you're in on it." The crowd murmurs, phones raised like pitchforks. Karen's eating it up, spinning to face them. "You see this? They're ripping us off." "Enough," I snap, voice like a gavel. "You assaulted a minor. Get out, or I'm calling the cops." My polo's damp with sweat, but I'm steady, hand on my walkie-talkie. Karen's eyes narrow, and she yanks out her phone, filming me like I'm the villain in her personal soap opera. "Oh, I'm recording this," she hisses. "The world's gonna see your little racket." Lisa, my assistant manager, 40, all business in her matching polo, hustles up and dials security on her phone. "Mike's on his way," she mutters to me. Bill, 65, a regular in a faded Reds cap, is still filming, grumbling, "She's nuts." His phone's catching every word. Tom, 50, a burly shopper in a flannel, helps Sarah step back, muttering, "You okay, kid?" Sarah nods, but her hands are shaking. Karen's not slowing down. She waves her purse like a battle flag, screeching, "I'm reporting this to the Better Business Bureau. You're all thieves." Shoppers exchange looks, some stunned, some smirking. A mom with a toddler edges away. Karen spins on me. "You think you can intimidate me? I run a homeowners association. I own people like you." "Lady, you don't own squat," I say, stepping closer. "You hurt my employee. Leave, or you're leaving in cuffs." My phone's burning a hole in my pocket, 911 on speed dial. The store's a circus, cans scattered, checkout lanes stalled, the air thick with tension and that damn floral perfume of hers. Sarah tries again, voice small. "Ma'am, we can't take expired coupons. It's in the system." Karen rounds on her. "Shut up, you liar," she spits, phone still rolling. Lisa steps in, cool as ice. "Ma'am, let's discuss policy calmly." Karen snorts, filming Lisa now. "Calmly? You're all in on this." Bill's still at it, narrating like a sports commentator. This lady's unhinged, look at her go. Tom's shaking his head, guiding Sarah toward the break room. The crowd swelling, a mix of horror and glee. Karen's sunglasses haven't budged, but her face is red enough to stop traffic. She's not just a customer anymore, she's a one-woman wrecking crew, and I'm done playing nice. Karen's turned the checkout into her personal stage, and it's about to get uglier. It's 2:10 p.m., Harper's Grocery a battlefield of scattered beans and stunned shoppers. My walkie-talkie's spitting static, my navy polo's soaked, and I'm glaring at Karen Mitchell, HOA tyrant, her blouse pristine but her face a mask of fury. Her sunglasses perch like a crown, purse swinging as she shrieks, "Boycott this rip-off joint. They're abusing me." "You're out," I growl, citing Ohio retail law. "Assault and disruption, leave, or it's cuffs." My phone's ready for 911. Karen cackles, snatching a pile of shopping baskets and chucking them. Crash. Plastic flies, shoppers scatter like spooked deer. Lisa, my assistant manager, tries, "Let's talk policy calmly." Karen scoffs, "Policy? You're thieves." Her purse flails like a club. Bill, the Reds-capped regular, films, muttering, "This is pay-per-view material. Tom's got Sarah safely in the break room, her apron crumpled. Mike, our khaki-clad security, storms in, radio alive. "Ma'am, outside," he orders, voice like steel. Karen doubles down. "Fire that liar," she howls, jabbing a finger toward Sarah's retreat. Shoppers gape, a kid's candy bar hits the floor. "You're the issue," I snap, blocking her path. "You hurt a kid. Move." Mike closes in, radio crackling. "Don't escalate this." Karen's filming him, sunglasses defiant. "Escalate? You're all corrupt." The crowd split, half horrified, half eating popcorn with their eyes. The store's a mess, produce scent buried under chaos. Lisa's on with dispatch, Bill's video rolling, narrating, viral gold, folks. Karen's still ranting, demanding Sarah's job, purse a whirlwind. I nod to Mike. Warnings are over, this is my turf, and she's about to learn it. Karen's made the checkout her battleground, and I've had enough. It's 2:20 p.m., Harper's Grocery, a war zone of toppled baskets and gawking shoppers. My polo's a sweat-soaked second skin, walkie-talkie hissing as I face Karen Mitchell, her blouse still flawless but her sunglasses now dangling around her neck. Her purse hits the floor with a thud as she shoves a cart to block the lane, knocking magazines into a colorful avalanche. "Fire that girl," she screeches, pointing toward the break room where Sarah's hiding. "She's a liar." "You're done," I say, voice like a sledgehammer. Assault on a minor, Ohio Code Section 2903.13 and disorderly conduct, Section 2917.11. I'm calling 911. I pull my phone, dialing dispatch. Mike, our security guy, secures the lane, his khaki bulk a wall between Karen and the crowd. "Last chance, ma'am," he warns, radio crackling. Karen's undeterred, filming me with her phone. "Conspiracy," she yells, panning to the crowd. They're all in on it. Shoppers dodge her wild gestures, some filming back. Bill, the Reds-capped regular, keeps his camera rolling, muttering, "This lady's a legend for all the wrong reasons." Lisa's guarding the break room door, keeping Sarah safe. Tom, the flannel-clad shopper, steadies a mom and her wide-eyed daughter, Emily, 10, who's clutching a candy bar like a lifeline. Karen kicks the cart, sending it rattling into a display of gum. Magazines sprawl, headlines screaming irony about customer service nightmares. Her sunglasses swing like a pendulum, her face a furnace of rage. "You can't do this," she spits. "I'm the victim." "Victim?" I counter, phone to my ear with dispatch. "You shoved a kid. You're leaving one way or another." The crowd's buzzing, a mix of cheers and gasps. Emily's mom whispers, "What's wrong with her?" Mike steps closer, hand raised. "Ma'am, move." Bill's video captures every second, his gruff voice narrating, "Grocery showdown, folks." Lisa's on her radio, updating security. The store's chaos smells of spilled soda and Karen's floral perfume, now a faint ghost. My call connects, cops are en route. Karen's still filming, oblivious to the hole she's digging. I glance at Mike, eyes locked. This ends now, and she's not calling the shots. Sirens cut through the chaos. Karen's empire of entitlement was about to collapse. It's 2:30 p.m. at Harper's Grocery, the checkout lane a wreckage of strewn magazines and a toppled cart. My navy polo clings to me, walkie-talkie silent for once, as I stand firm, phone still warm from the 911 call. Karen Mitchell, her blouse wrinkled now, clutches her phone, sunglasses dangling around her neck like a noose of her own making. She's still yelling, "Conspiracy," to a crowd that's gone from stunned to fed up. Two Columbus PD officers, Smith, 45, wiry with a buzz cut, and Lee, 38, broad-shouldered, stride in, badges gleaming under the fluorescence. Mike, our khaki-clad security, points them to the chaos. "She shoved a minor, tossed baskets, blocked the lane," he says, voice steady. Karen spins, filming the cops. "You're all corrupt," she shrieks, but her voice cracks, the crowd's murmurs drowning her out. I step forward, nodding to Smith. "Jack Harper, manager. She assaulted my cashier, Sarah, 16, over an expired coupon. Disorderly conduct, 2 Ohio Code Section 2903.13 and Section 2917.11. I gesture to the scattered magazines, the cart askew. Bill, the Reds-capped regular, shuffles up, phone in hand. "Got it all here," he grunts, showing his video, Karen's shove, the basket-throwing tantrum, her rant. The crowd parts as Lee takes the phone, watching the footage with a raised eyebrow. "Security cams caught it, too," I add, pointing to the ceiling. Lisa, my assistant manager, already has the footage queued in the office. Smith radios for backup to retrieve it. Karen's face pales, but she doubles down, waving her phone. "I'm the victim. That girl stole from me." The crowd groans. Emily, the 10-year-old with her mom, whispers, "She's lying." Her mom nods, clutching her daughter's hand. Lee's had enough. "Ma'am, drop the phone and step back," he orders, voice like gravel. Karen hesitates, then tosses her phone onto the cart, where it lands beside her purse and sunglasses. Smith pulls out cuffs, the metal glinting. "Karen Mitchell, you're under arrest for assault and disorderly conduct." The cuffs click shut, and the crowd erupts claps, a few cheers, even a "finally," from Tom, the flannel-clad shopper who'd helped Sarah earlier. Karen's eyes widen, her blouse tugging as she twists. "You can't do this. I'm on the HOA board." Smith doesn't flinch. "Tell it to the judge." They guide her toward the exit, her purse and phone scooped up by Lee, sunglasses swinging like a defeated flag. Shoppers part like the Red Sea, phones still filming. Bill's grinning, narrating, #grocery Karen's going down. I turn to the crowd, raising a hand. "Folks, show's over. Thanks for your patience. Grab a free coffee at the deli counter." A few chuckle, and the tension breaks. Lisa's at the break room door, ushering Sarah out. The kid's apron is straight now, but her eyes are red. "You okay?" I ask. She nods, managing a small smile. "Yeah. Thanks, Mr. Harper." Mike clears the lane, riding the cart and kicking magazines aside. Tom helps, muttering, "What a piece of work." Emily's mom approaches, candy bar in hand. "That was awful, but you handled it right," she says. I nod, grateful, but my focus is Sarah. "Take the rest of the shift off," I tell her. "Lies'll cover." Sarah shakes her head. "I want to stay. I'm not letting her win." Bill's still there, uploading his video to X with #GroceryKaren and #JusticeForSarah. "This'll blow up," he predicts, and he's not wrong. By 3 p.m., it's got 2,000 views and climbing. Comments flood in, "HOA Karens are the worst," and "Protect that girl." I glance at my phone. Dispatch confirms Karen's booked at the station. The store's settling, the hum of scanners and chatter returning, the chaos fading like a bad dream. I gather the team. Lisa, Mike, Sarah at the front. "You all held it together," I say. "Proud of you." Sarah blushes, and Mike claps her shoulder. The crowd's thinning, but a few linger, offering Sarah thumbs-ups. Emily's mom slips her a $5 bill, whispering, "You're tougher than her." Sarah's smile grows. The cops take Karen's purse, phone, and sunglasses as evidence, carting them off with her. The wrecked lane's cleared, and I radio maintenance for a final sweep. My polo's still damp, but I feel lighter. This wasn't just a win for Sarah, it was for every worker who's faced a Karen and kept their cool. Bill's post hits 5,000 views by closing time, and I know this story's far from over. Karen's shove didn't just rattle cans, it forged a bond we'd never forget. It's April 2025, 3 weeks since the chaos at Harper's Grocery. My navy polo's crisp for once, no sweat stains as I stand in our store's community room, now decked with balloons and a "Support Our Workers" banner. The air smells of coffee and fresh pastries, not chaos. Sarah, 16, is beside me, her apron swapped for a navy dress, name tag still gleaming. The crowd shoppers, staff, even Bill in his Reds cap buzzes with pride. Karen Mitchell's reign ended in Franklin County Court. She pleaded guilty to assault and disorderly conduct, slapped with a $1,500 fine and 100 hours of community service at a local youth center. Poetic justice for targeting Sarah. Her purse, phone, and sunglasses were returned post-booking, but her ego? Left in tatters. We banned her from Harper's for life, her HOA crown no match for our store's resolve. Bill's ex-post, tagged #GroceryKaren and #JusticeForSarah, hit 200,000 views, sparking threads of Karen horror stories and cheers for Sarah's grit. Today's event is our response. I'd seen rookies like Sarah struggle hell, I was one, fumbling hoses as a young firefighter. Karen's tantrum could have crushed her, but it didn't. Instead, it united us. The room's packed. Lisa, my assistant manager, organizes the refreshment table. Mike, our security guy, chats with Tom, the flannel-clad shopper who helped that day. Emily, the 10-year-old, bounces beside her mom, holding a handmade card for Sarah. I step to the podium, clearing my throat. Folks, March 12th was a mess, but it showed what we're made of. I nod to Sarah, who blushes. This kid took a hit literally and stood tall. Today, we're honoring her, our team, and every worker who's faced nonsense and kept going. The crowd claps, Bill whistling. I unveil 2 plaques, one for Sarah, Courage Under Fire, and one for me, Leadership in Crisis. They're polished wood, engraved with the store logo, catching the light. Sarah's turn comes. She grips the podium, voice steady. I was scared, she admits. But Mr. Harper, Lisa, Mike, Tom, everyone had my back. I learned I'm tougher than I thought. She pauses, smiling. And I'm not quitting. Cheers erupt. Emily's mom wipes a tear, and Bill's filming, muttering, "Kid's a rock star." The big announcement lands next. We're launching a $5,000 teen training program, I say, to help kids like Sarah start strong, funded by Harper's and your donations. The crowd roars, and Lisa passes out flyers detailing workshops on customer service and conflict de-escalation. Tom raises a coffee cup. To Sarah, he calls, and others join, a chorus of support. I reflect as the event hums. Back in my firefighting days, I learned community isn't just proximity, it's action. Karen thought she owned the room, but she misjudged us. Sarah's speech, Bill's viral post, even Emily's card, their proof entitlement doesn't win. Community does. Karen serving her hours, probably griping through every minute, but here. We're building something better. The event wraps with cake and photos. Sarah cuts the first slice, laughing as icing smudges her cheek. Mike jokes, "No Karens today, right?" Lisa hands me a coffee, whispering, "You did good, boss." I nod, watching Sarah pose with Emily, who's pinned a "Future Manager" sticker on her dress. Bill's video of the event's already up, racking views alongside his original. Comments flood in, "Love this," and "Screw Karens, support workers." As folks leave, I linger, plaques in hand. The store's quiet now, scanners humming faintly. I think of Sarah's first day, all nerves and eagerness, and how she faced a storm and came out stronger. This wasn't just about one shove, it was about standing up, together. Dig this tale of justice? I mutter to myself, imagining Bill's post. Like, share, subscribe, hit that bell for more.